everybody!
Hello guys, and long time no see. So, we haven't done a whole lot since our last video. Go figure with the whole coronavirus thing, but we were getting a little stir crazy. We were a little cooped up, so we wanted to get out and we're...
Cooped up?
Cooped up, is that not a saying?
Cooped up.
Yeah, that's the one. So, we wanted to get out and kind of take advantage of a nice weather we had for a bit. It was 20 degrees today. So, we're at a little recreation site outside of Salmon Arm here, and we figured we'd get a little fishing in and give you guys a little life update as well on what we've been up to and our plans for the future still.
Yeah, so our job situation has kind of changed a lot. The office that I'm working at is considered an essential service, so I'm still working, but for the past couple of weeks I've been working from home, which has been a big change for me, and Luke isn't working.
No, basically. I've been working at Starbucks the last few months in Salmon Arm, and then with the whole coronavirus thing and the food industry, of course, that's been out of work now for about almost a month nearly now. They're still paying a hazard pay and everything, so I'm still getting paid, so we're still saving up for plans in the summer here, but I've been out of work for a few weeks here now.
Yeah, so life has changed a lot for us, and I'm sure for all of you out there as well. We've been staying home and limiting the amount of times that we leave the house and just trying to do our part to flatten the curve here in BC, which is actually doing pretty well. So
yeah, BC is doing really good actually.
Yeah. I don't know about where you guys live, but here in BC, all of the provincial parks were closed down as well as all the recreation sites, and camping is not allowed basically unless you're on Crown land or somewhere other than a recreation site or provincial campground.
Yeah, go figure that. I don't know how you guys feel about the whole camping closure. I don't know how your provinces or states are handling this. We see on the news that the Vancouver seawall and everyone can be active in towns, but a campsite where you're out in the wilderness by yourself you're not allowed to use. I'm on the fence. Maybe comment down below how you feel about that, but we still wanted to get out and kind of take advantage of the day here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I know that they're just doing everything they can to stop the virus and make sure that everyone stays healthy. It does kind of suck for us because we do really enjoy going camping and we want to get out with our RV, and even with the Jeep we had plans to go Jeep camping a couple more times, and it's not panning out for us right now. And I know too they're also worried about wildfires. If a bunch of wildfires start happening and people need to get evacuated, and how are they going to keep social distance and everything? Like, I understand where they're coming from with closing all of the parks, but it's really sad.
And I mean, obviously the point too is that they don't want you traveling to smaller communities. They want you to stay home, stay safe, save it for a later time. So that's what we have been doing, but regardless, we're out and about today at least.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys again still. Anyways, we're gonna head out fishing here now, guys, and we'll give you a bit more of an update on the plans for the future in a bit to come. So, to our surprise, the lake is still actually half frozen as well. Last time when we camped here at the RV last fall, I met a fella who told me the good fishing was on that end of the lake. But with the ice, that's not going to work. And also, as you can hear, there was a lot of vehicles driving around. It's a busy day out here actually. I think people are even partying over there. There's a bunch of thumping bass, but I guess everyone's getting stir crazy like us and they wanted to get out as well. We're having a battle of the rooster tail lures first on the fishing rods here. I thought I seen something jump up that way, so we'll see if we have any luck. Alysha's got a pink rooster tail down there she's trying. I have the blue one, and let's find out what happens, guys.
Had any bites yet?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Me either.
No. Another day fishing with Luke and Alysha.
You don't catch a thing, or even get a bite.
Man, hopefully this summer though, we still want to get out to the ocean. So hopefully once ocean fishing starts up for us, maybe we'll have a little bit more luck. Maybe trout just don't like us.
True. Maybe some rockfish. I heard you can catch rockfish in the Pacific Ocean, and wait.
Cod, think cod.
You've caught rockfish before, right?
With my family, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was just a young gaffer.
And you caught a red snapper, right?
I did. Grade 7 summer. Whoa, that's like
Whoa.
15 years ago now, guys. Throwback.
Yeah, and then I remember once we went to the ocean and we did like a chartered trip and we caught some salmon.
Yeah, that was the family vacation of the summer. That was a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
And a halibut too. We got some halibut.
Yep, halibut.
Nice.
So we have had luck fishing before, just not very recently.
And I swear, before we started vlogging, we used to fish out in Kelowna when we lived there, and we must have caught 20 trout one summer. I bet you we went fishing probably 30 times, but
yeah,
we do catch fish sometimes, guys.
Sometimes. Alright guys, no luck fishing unfortunately. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? I mean, the lake's still half frozen, so maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows? But side note, I just want to talk about this campsite that we're in really quickly here. So this campsite here is on the very edge of the recreation area, and we actually parked like on this road here, which is actually outside of the recreation area, and there was a picnic table, so we figured we'd just use it to set up our fishing stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, like this whole area across the lake and everything is actually part of the recreation area, and there's still a ton of people using it, even though I'm pretty sure it is closed even for day use right now. So I don't know who's really enforcing it, or if they are, or if it even really matters, but we did decide to stay outside of the recreation area aside from using their picnic table. But I just wanted to say how cool this campsite is, because it's right on the lake here, and this is like a pretty deep area of the lake to go fishing. It kind of banks down a lot, and this whole campsite here is like right on the bank, and it's kind of like secluded from the whole rest of the campground. So if and when the parks do open this summer, this would be a really cool place to come and check out again with our RV. I think it'd be really cool, and hopefully we could get some more fishing in as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just so beautiful out here. And another really cool area is there's like this little peninsula that goes into the lake, and there's a campsite right on the end of it. So let's see if I can show you here. So this is the lake, obviously, and this is a little jut out, and it's actually a campsite on the end of it there. And then behind that jut out is actually another bigger portion of the lake where we stayed when we stayed here last time, last fall with the RV, and that's like more way back there on the other side. So that one campsite there, that would be a really cool place to stay. We had checked it out one other time we were here, and we don't think that we could get there with our RV just because you have to go across this little bridge that kind of looks a little precarious, but if you had a tent, or maybe if we took the Jeep down here, that'd be a really cool place to stay.
And anyways, guys, we're gonna jump into now what our plans are for the future with this whole coronavirus situation as well. As we mentioned earlier, recreation sites, provincial camping sites, and national parks are all straight out closed until May 31st. So, with that being said, we're hoping that the way the curve has been flattening lately, especially here in BC, we've had a whole lot less cases, so we're hoping they don't extend that past May 31st, and then we can get the RV on the road come June, maybe middle of June worst case. Regardless, we're going to want to get out at some point and actually take advantage of having the RV, and we're thinking Vancouver Island, Sunshine Coast, and then from there, maybe we'll head kind of northern BC towards Jasper and Banff on the BC-Alberta border, loop around into the Kootenays, and kind of use either, hopefully the recreation sites I've got all mapped out. I did a whole bunch of planning and kind of starred them all on Google already. So we have some camping sites we can hopefully use. We also want to find some boondocking sites and stuff like that along the way, but we're hoping come June, that'll be the plan for us here.
Yeah, it all really depends on how much time we end up having this summer with everything that's going on and when things start opening up again, because yeah, we could go out and just boondock, but like even things like going to get groceries are just a hassle during this time, and never mind like having to get insurance and like all these different things that need to go on for us to be able to kind of get out and start our summer, really.
Yeah.
It's not very easy right now, so we're definitely waiting a little bit longer until it's a little bit safer to go out there.
Yeah, for sure. We still want to get outdoors and get a bit more camping in though. We have a few plans with forestry roads as well, and maybe finding our own campsites.
Yeah, we actually tried last weekend on Easter long weekend. We tried to go to a forestry road spot and try and find our own like little place to camp in the Jeep. Unfortunately, the road was still covered in fallen trees from over the winter with all the windstorms and stuff that we had.
And snow.
And there was still a ton of snow up there, and it was pretty cold. So
Yeah.
that didn't really work out, and I don't think that'll work out for at least another couple weeks, especially, you know, they're not going to have crews going out to clear off these forestry roads for people.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to be doing that. So hopefully it starts warming up more. Hopefully the snow goes away. Hopefully we can find some cool forestry road spots to take you guys on little trips on, and yeah, that's our hope at least.
Yep, rolling with the curveballs. I'm sure you guys all know and understand. You're all going through it with us here, of course. But come May, we'll hopefully get out, use the Jeep camping a bit more. And then before you know it, guys, we'll be back to that RV living and cruising across BC, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to pack up and head out of this little recreation site here. It was good to get outdoors. It was nice to get out of Salmon Arm, but we shouldn't stay in the recreation site too long. We're going to head down the road a bit. We drove past a Forest Service road, so we might take the Jeep out there, just drive it for a little bit and see what the forest road's about, see if there's any camping spots we could check out. We'll bring you along for the ride, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, so we have no idea what to expect from this Forest Service road coming up here. We just saw it randomly when we were driving down the road to Skimikin Lake, so maybe there's going to be some campsites up there, maybe not, we don't know. So let's check it out.
Yeehaw! Oh wow, this is open. I mean, it's not exactly scenic camping, but...
Of course, there's some scrap metal.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, this is the pit, maybe? Down there.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That must be like a party area.
Yeah, it looks like a huge bonfire party area, doesn't it? That's pretty nice though, dang.
Nothing too crazy up this Forest Service road, unfortunately.
Yeah, but there was definitely a few camping options, so I mean, it goes to show if we do need to find a campsite to use before May 31st, there's no reason why we couldn't come out to a place like this. We've seen a few other ones on the map as well, so Forest Service roads, that might be the way to camp during this whole quarantine phase. No one's gonna be out here even.
Well,
that's true. There was a lot of people actually out 4x4ing today.
Yeah, it might even be busier on these Forest Service roads than it ever was before because everybody's going stir crazy and everybody just wants to get outdoors, so.
True. Anyway, I guess time will tell what we get up to. Hopefully we get a few more camping trips in here, especially in May once it starts warming up. We're going to have to do something eventually here. But we will catch you in the next one here, guys. Thank you for tuning in for our little life update during the whole quarantine. And we'll catch you in the next video then.
Yep, stay safe, guys.
Take care.
Bye.